Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to CompanionCast, another episode, and it's the last episode where we'll get to see GENJ for quite a while, which is pretty sad. Everyone cry for a little bit. Moment of silence. Okay, we've got GENJ here, obviously, as I just mentioned. We have Ron once again, and we have Harold and myself.
We've got you here?
Yeah, we have me.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's the 4th of October today, so just so you know, we are, yeah, it's the 4th of October. We are living in the present, baby! And
live.
I have a question for all of you here today.
What is your question?
How are you doing? How you all doing?
Question.
That's not a question. It's not a valid question. How are you doing?
I am doing
thanks,
alright.
Getting addicted to chess.
That's wonderful. Ron, how are you doing?
Waiting for my stupid chess login thing.
Fuck chess.
Activation code. Where are you, activation code?
Check your junk mail.
So yeah, while we're actually, you know,
In the
celebrating, celebrating GENJ's life and time
Why do you make
as
it
a
sound like he's
podcaster.
dying?
I am dying.
Because he's dead to me. No, he's not. No.
It's off to a journey, okay?
He's going for a while, and you two are playing chess.
Basically, GENJ is the dating guru, so if you ever need any girl advice, talk to him.
Which has nothing to do with anything. Any games that
However,
you lot
I
are playing
appreciate-
other than chess? And
The dark-
obviously the Orphan Simulator.
Jen should go first.
Okay, well, I have been playing, well, up until just recently, a lot of the Darkness 2,
Good game.
and then the Darkness 2, because of the review I was doing, I need to get that beaten, and then now that Battlefield 4 has had a huge patch come out, like major patch, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4.
Whoa. Dude.
How big's the patch?
The netcode's been improved, so it's the fastest netcode of any Battlefield game. It feels really good.
That's good.
I know. It's really, really nice, and they've put in things that should have been there, and what Battlefield 4 should have been, so it's what should have been a year after, and all that stuff, but it's really good.
Hang on. You just
messed
said
up,
something
mate.
good about EA. Take it back.
I hate EA, they're
Harold,
little
what's your
pieces
name?
of company.
Kodak.
Okay, there we go. That's better.
Alright, play with you.
What's your name? Give me your
Ron, what have you been playing today? Oh, this past week. Besides.
Assassin's Creed, Wolfenstein New Order, Destiny.
Cool.
What else? Dota 2.
Lovely.
Dragon's Dogma, One Piece.
I never played that. Is it good?
Which one?
Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
I played more stuff.
You've been playing a lot then.
Fallout New Vegas.
Nice.
Ron, what's
Still
your
better
name?
than Fallout 3.
And Sims 3.
On Simpson.
Ron, what's your name?
And
Harold?
yes,
Wizard
in-
Ron.
Wait, type it down in Skype.
I'm
Har-
guessing Harold's been playing chess.
Chess. And
Yes.
armor, as always. Anything else?
I've been playing 7 Days to Die, and I might start a new
Oh, yeah.
episode on it. Whatever, I don't know if it's
Oh, that would be interesting.
it's
whole
weird.
episode.
Okay, I need to get used to how it goes.
Okay.
I'm waiting for. Oh, what have I been playing? I haven't played a lot actually.
Oh, by the way, we should do Battle Block. That'd be cool. Hello?
Yeah,
Are you there?
yeah, I'm there.
Good. Okay.
Why?
Anything else? You've
No,
played-
that's it. That's all.
Okay.
Oh.
That's fine.
Harold, how do I find you?
Hold on, I'll send you an invite.
I myself have been playing a bit of Minecraft. I don't know. I don't really know why.
Just because.
Yeah, pretty much. Playing Minecraft, Batman, Uncharted 2, and The Walking Dead, the Telltale version, obviously.
Of
Season
course,
1.
because why would you be playing the Activision one?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It
so
sucks.
you said season 1, correct?
Yes. because I've never actually gone through it and beaten it.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, what did you end up getting? So what have you gone up to before? Have you just like gone up to like episode 1, episode 2, or?
I don't know.
Has Clementine died yet?
What?
Has Clementine died yet?
What? Excuse me?
Has Clementine died yet?
Well, I would say that's a spoiler, but I know it's not because I've seen what happens in season 2. So, she's clearly
she
not
died
going
yet,
to
though?
die. No, she's not died. Alright?
Wait a
Does that
second.
make you feel better?
You do
Thank
know
you,
that there
challenge,
are-
Rod.
Wait a second, if I'm
Oh
not
my
mistaken,
god, you're
there are
going
a bit-
down, boy.
What the fuck? Speak, GENJ.
I was gonna say, aren't there, if I'm not mistaken, there's instances in the season 1 where
Oh,
you can
crap, it's
actually have
time.
Clementine die as a fail.
Really?
I think so. It's been a while since I've played it. I could be completely wrong, but
Oh shit,
she
I
can
best
die at
avoid
some
that then. Terrible.
I'm probably wrong. I think I may be just thinking of Lee.
There are a million different times where that duck guy nearly dies and then... Spoiler alert! He dies. But yeah.
It's not a spoiler because he sucks.
Yeah, he sucks. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. I think they're all pretty darn good games, you know, yeah, enjoying myself.
Bro, I already had
Very
checked on your guy. Are you kidding me?
Wait, what?
What? What? What?
Ron's already nearly beaten Harold at chess.
No, what are you saying?
It's
What?
been like a solid 5 minutes.
No, wait,
Congratulations, Harold. You've been beaten in the quickest time ever.
What are you on
I
about?
didn't get checkmate, I got him in check.
That's bad enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Oh no, that's not the move I'm supposed to do!
Okay, anyway, moving on from them playing chess. We've got very minimal gaming news this week, but it's gaming news nonetheless. We have some news from Ubisoft. They apparently there have been some they've basically been planning to make some like shorter games, I guess, smaller scale games.
They
Like-
weren't really. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, if any of you have checked out Child of Light or Games of the Light, that's the kind of thing they might be trying to go for at the moment. So obviously they have a load of massive games like, you know, Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell and all the Tom Clancy stuff. I guess they're wanting to make some games on the smaller scale, which is not a bad idea. I thought Child of Light looked like a pretty good game. I've actually played some of the Valiant Hearts game, which I don't know if it counts, but that's really good. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that, everyone?
Well,
I
I
just
think
checked a
personally,
minute ago!
Thank you, Harold, for your stupid input!
I personally don't have an issue with it. I think it's a good thing because it can mean that while they've got the bigger games being worked on, they can help fund some of the bigger games with some of the smaller games. Plus,
Right.
having a game that's a bit shorter plus a smaller price tag, opposed to your $60, $100 or whatever, can be a really good thing to get people buying more of your products more often, and it doesn't have to be something that costs a huge amount of money if it's a small game like Child of Light, which I'm really happy to hear a company like Ubisoft wanting to say we don't have to make big AAA games that make us so much money, where we can have some games that make some money.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially if they're gonna be making these small games of the quality of games like Child of Light.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like, by me, I'm not gonna complain.
No.
They keep making games like that.
You can see Child of Light was quite good. I highly recommend anyone who hasn't played it plays it.
Absolutely. Any opinions on the chess side of things?
Of shorter games? I don't really like shorter games. I prefer them to be longer.
Okay.
What if they were to have a price tag that reflected it being shorter?
Like what, £10? $10?
No,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not too much.
I'll take it.
Mine, like, I don't want that. I want like longer games that have good replayability, not short games that have nothing.
Right. That makes
Mhm.
sense.
RPG games are always the best, and you just check them if you
RPG games are normally very big, though, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, even Child of Light, I mean, that was a RPG sort of thing, but I mean, it was what? At least tiered $25. It was what, 10 hours of gameplay?
Best type of games are like normally RPG and open world games.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's open to, you know, opinion, but like they're the kind of games I particularly enjoy because you can just there's so much replay value in them. But yeah, that's the kind of thoughts on the smaller games kind of thing. I mean, I'm for it. I like those kind of games, the ones that you can just sort of, they're more casual kind of play, I suppose. Yeah, especially games like Child of Light, because they're always fun. And I don't know, would you count Limbo as one of those kind of things? Because Limbo is pretty good.
Limbo, yeah, definitely Limbo falls under that. It's another good example of a nicer, shorter game with good polish.
Yeah, you can just sort of sit down and play it, and you know it doesn't take an awful lot of time to beat it, but you know
it's not very costly on your wallet.
Exactly, and it's fun. Which is the prime goal. But that's that, really. Any other input on that needs to be said?
No? I don't think so.
Okay, so we got past one topic out of 4, kind of.
Yes.
That's a success, I'd say. Moving on, we are going to talk about Battlefield Hardline and EA. We all know how super reliable they are. They are saying that it will work at launch. How amazing is that?
I mean, can we just imagine the fact that we're being graced with EA's wonderful presence to go, here you guys go, here's a game that will apparently work at launch. I mean, it's like we've got all these other companies that release finished games that work at launch, but no, apparently it's newsworthy that EA is going to actually give us a game that's going to actually work.
It's mind-bogglingly amazing. I'm amazed, you know? EA just goes out of their way for their fans and says, you know what? We're gonna make this game playable for you when it comes out.
Checkmate!
Are you serious? It's been like 10 minutes! You suck!
What? Rematch!
I'll tell you what else sucks. EA!
Yeah. But yeah, it's just to think that it's like, oh, they have to come out and say that, don't worry guys, the game's actually going to work when you give us your money.
Yeah, it's so dumb. What the hell?
It's just like to think that this is actually newsworthy, that it's come up in the news going, EA is actually going to give us a game that works at launch, opposed to that's what should be done at launch.
EA have released ever.
I mean, like, Battlefield 4, SimCity 2013, The Sims 4. None of them were working at launch, I would argue.
Yeah, I can... Pretty much all the FIFA games, EA were, because they're all, you know, produced by EA, always come out with a glitch or 2, or 4, or 10, or 15, whatever. They all have these stupid glitches that happen, and they all have these really stupid things that happen.
Oh, my wife.
And how much often do they actually give you new stuff? I mean, it seems like pretty much the exact same game, but
FIFA.
Different bug.
Obviously there's been a yeah, we mentioned FIFA because we're talking about EA, so FIFA falls under that.
Was there a FIFA that they were being sued for, whether because they pretty much just copied and pasted the exact same game?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Hell, man, you're wasting all your time.
I think what the thing is they found a formula that worked, and it was good. And then they just sort of got lazy, which just seems to be what happened.
Hell, you're white. You're going first.
With the FIFA games, they haven't really changed that much. They have since the new gen, you know, PS4 and Xbox. They've obviously had to, because there's no excuse at this point. So the new game, I guess, is probably considerably better, but even still, there's still so many things that they could improve on, and they just don't. It's dumb, and the fact that they have to say, you know, this game will work at launch one, it's sad they have to say that. 2, it's funny because I don't believe them. And
yeah,
it says I have to buy membership.
From just having a look, apparently EA was caught selling FIFA 12 as FIFA 13 on Wii.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it seems like there were instances where they just copy and pasted the exact same FIFA game.
Hell, don't do rank match, man.
So dumb.
join you.
Yeah.
What?
This is any membership.
So, chess players, any thoughts on EA's claims that their game will work at launch?
That's a whole
The
lot
fact
of
that it
bullcrap.
probably won't work at launch, and that they're just trying to do damage control.
Okay, so let's do something now. How many of us here want to take a bet that Battlefield Hardline will have issues at launch, like safe to say
Hey.
work
Oh, I will.
that much?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ron, there you go. Send you another request.
Yeah,
Nah, I can't join you, man.
I'll happily go on and say that EA, Battlefield Hardline probably have major issues.
Can we say this, since it's going to be released, as it says in this article, early 2015 for all consoles except for the Wii and all that crap. We can say that, obviously 3-4 months, we'll know for sure whether or not Battlefield Hardline will work at launch. So I reckon we raise the stakes on this bet.
Okay.
I say, if we are wrong and EA prove to be keeping their word and Hardline actually works, we should do a forfeit or one of those disgusting things.
We must all punish ourselves with something.
Okay, send me another request, Harold.
I don't know what, but maybe I'll tell you what. If anyone's watching the podcast, which is 50-50 at this point, what do you think? What could be our punishment for so disgracefully being mistaken and EA being right?
About a game working at launch.
If we're wrong, all 4 of us, if you're all down for it, we'll face a punishment of sorts.
Your choice.
As long as it's not disgusting and disgusting, which isn't uploadable.
Yeah, there's limits.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway,
we'll find out by launch 2015.
You jump off the cliff. Wait, what?
No, we're not going to do that. Harold, what are your thoughts on Battlefield Hardline working at launch?
Well, it's EA, right? And it's been the same thing over and over again, and it's not going to work.
It's not going to work?
No, hell no.
Okay, let's...
Okay, I think we need to ask ourselves, will this launch be as bad as Battlefield 4?
How bad was Battlefield 4? Because I never played that.
They've only
Except for the beta.
They've pretty much only now just got the netcode up to good standard.
So
it's been over a year.
Probably, maybe not as bad. Maybe not as bad, but probably quite bad.
Okay.
I think that's really bad, about a whole year for it to actually work. Anyone else want to argue with that? It'll be as bad or worse? Anyone?
I want to say shit again!
Wait, what?
Check again, he said, or something.
Checkmate again, Harold. That's 2 wins in a row.
For fuck's sake.
God damn it, Harold, please. You've lost twice on this podcast, and it's probably not even been half an hour yet. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else to say about Battlefield Hardline. It will work at launch. It will work at launch.
Better.
Payday, I want to play that at some point. I've got both games. Yes. I don't think it'll work. I doubt it. We're all showing our support for EA, but in honesty, it's not going to work.
Harold, I sent him
they suck!
Okay.
No,
I sent a rematch request. Harold, I sent a rematch request. Are you going to take it?
It's crashing. Wait, one.
Anyway, I guess we move on.
Yes, we do. And this is probably the most stupid, ridiculous thing I've read in at least a month. Probably because, there's always stupid news going about. But yeah, a 15-year-old kid is playing this game. Let's see what the game's called. It's Game of War something.
Breath, fire, breath, whatever.
Yeah, Game of War something. And it's an online free-to-play game. Keep that...
iPhone, iPad.
Exactly. Keep this in mind, though. Free to play. Free to play. Ignore the to play. That's not that big a deal. But free. Free. This 15-year-old kid spends $53,000 on a free-to-play game!
Yeah,
Why?
Does he do it at one time, or does he do it over
Now,
time?
over the course of a couple of months off of his grandfather's credit card. Over a
Oh
couple of
no!
months. So it's not like the grandfather was like, oh, I'm going to check my bank detail credit card once a month or whatever. It's like,
I think I
no,
spat
this
on my
happened
pop
over the
filter.
course of a few months. So it's like, well, didn't anyone pick this up or?
Jesus, this
Oh.
idiot!
And then the mother saying, oh, he didn't know he was spending real money.
That's not a very good thing to say.
Just what in the world?
He didn't know he was spending real money on a game that lets you know that you're going to be buying gold money, but he hooked the credit card to the iTunes account for his mother so then she can download ebooks. So he knows about technology, but no, he didn't know he was spending real money.
Right, so yeah, this is, it's a teenager in Belgium, not UK, though it is Europe. Some Belgian went really crazy and spent that much money on an online strategy game that I've never heard of. It's called Game of War Fire Age, actually. I just looked at it now. The game's the kid's unnamed because obviously why would you want to name yourself after that? You know, I'd rather remain anonymous for the rest of my life if I did that. But yeah, what the hell is this kid? Oh.
It just
You
raises
do not
so
seem
many.
pleased there.
It just raises so many questions as to do we need companies who do microtransactions to step in and have some sort of restriction going, oh, you spent $500, how about we contact the people who own the credit card to make sure that they are the ones doing the purchasing? I don't know, like, do we need something in place to try and prevent this stuff, or is it up to the child or the person spending the money to be responsible, or can we blame the mother in all of this?
I would say, I don't know. It's a mix because, you know, they should be responsible, especially a 15-year-old. They shouldn't be, you know, that stupid.
Yeah.
They should, you know, have the common sense to realize they're spending real money. And that much. But yeah, I suppose there should be something of sorts in there so you don't end up making that big of a mistake. I mean, excuse me. Let me just put this into a bit of maybe probably in context, but in my way it kind of is. So this kid spends $53,000 on a free-to-play game.
Were you gonna swear?
Yeah.
You could hear like the build-up of like the MBU. And then you're just like, okay.
Anyway, last summer, in the Steam Summer Sale, everyone knows about that. It's an amazing time of the year where we all become poor and wish we'd never heard of Steam in our lives. But yeah, there was this there's this platformer game called etc. And it was on sale for like 70p, and it took me until the last day that it was on that sale to actually think, yeah, why not, I'll buy it. It was like less than £1, and it took me that long to decide I was going to buy it, and it's not even like a fraction of what this kid spent. A free-to-play game.
He did that in a couple of months. So he had to be buying the most expensive gold.
Why?
To speed
Here's the
up
thing.
stuff,
What?
I'm guessing.
Read it, the fact that you need $50,000 and he isn't even getting the best stuff.
Oh, he better be the best in that game.
I know, but the fact that no, that's the thing though. If he is getting the best stuff, why does he need $50,000?
Yeah, why is he still spending money on it?
Yeah.
I had to take off my hoodie. That was just. It's
children.
Any thoughts, Harold? Have you done anything like that? I wouldn't be surprised if you had.
I did.
What have you done?
350.
Huh?
On Xbox One. On Xbox 360.
What?
350. Nice box.
350 on what?
On just miscellaneous tools, games, and stuff on the Xbox.
That's still nothing compared to 53,000.
Yeah, but compare, like, I was just, like, messing about. I was like, ooh, I like this. I'm gonna buy that. Oh, I like that one as well. Wait, hold on, bear back.
Okay. That was very random.
Harold go AFK.
Yeah.
He should be alright back or whatever.
I think I just hurt my neck as well.
Well, he's losing time and chance. I took his queen.
Anyway. That's that. Let's not... Oh, he's back.
Child.
Good.
Anyway, stupid child.
Yes, stupid children. EA suck.
What's the game called again?
Ubisoft's doing something
nice,
decent.
in a way, I guess. It's a mixed opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the game called?
It's called Game of War Fire Age. Heard of it? Nope. Didn't
don't
think
know.
Let's move on from this because it's annoying me. Let's just talk about the games that came out in this past week, because unlike, the past for a while, I guess, since we started doing the podcast, games that are really worth noting and, are kind of interest have been released, like, particularly on Friday, actually. Shadow of Mordor, Forza Horizon 2, I believe, and Smash Bros, which we have been talking about for the past 2 weeks, actually.
Game of War Fire Rage.
Oh,
Right?
crap.
We're not talking about that.
That's an iPhone app.
It is. Anyway,
Yes.
what are our thoughts on these games? They came out, very recently. Shadow of Mordor particularly, I'm really interested in. I'm getting it in a bundle when I get my PS4. Because it looks like a great game, and why not start there?
It looks so good.
It does, really good.
And
I haven't seen much of it. I've seen like a little bit of the prologue at the start of the game, and the mechanics, combat-wise, look a lot like the Batman games,
with
which
Assassin's
I'm
Creed.
more than happy to go with. By the way, those two combined, what can go wrong?
And you've got the gameplay feature of where you've got like an enemy orc or whatever, and then if you die from it, it can level up and go higher in ranks, and it will remember you, and you'll get more abilities and less weaknesses to stuff. And then if you like shoot it in the head or whatever with an arrow and it lives and it kills you, there may be something on the head to sort of resemble when it got hit and all that stuff. And that becomes more and more powerful, and then it remembers you, and oh my god, it looks so good after get at some stage.
That whole idea is a really great idea, because most games have like the whole you die, you respawn, and it just you end up keep doing this. But this game, it's the whole idea that you're not actually dead or alive, you're in the middle because of this curse. It kind of helps with that whole respawning thing, because it makes sense in a way. Because when you get killed, but not really killed, you come back and it's still like it was before, in a way.
But things are slightly different.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a gaming group on Facebook, and someone who has Shadows of Mordor was saying that they died once or twice against this enemy, and he became so powerful, like, he couldn't be, like, stealthily attacked. He had no weaknesses, nothing like this. He was taking, like, no damage whatsoever. All of this stuff, like, it was next to impossible to kill, and the issue was he kept hunting the player down and killing them.
Okay, that's not so good.
But because they're also weak to fire, what would happen was that eventually one time when he was found by the guy, he eventually tracked down a campfire nearby, so he was able to kill him by a campfire, but he kept being killed before by the guy who kept hunting him down, who was near impossible to kill because he kept dying from the guy.
That sounds like a bad situation.
It's just such a good gameplay mechanic feature that it's just different to what so many games do. It's just so nice.
Definitely a change. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna like that game. I'm pretty sure it's worth playing, and the money it's probably gonna cost.
And someone, so lengthwise, apparently someone 100%ed achievement-wise for Shadows of Mordor on the Xbox One, I believe it was, and it was like 51 hours or whatever.
Wow. That's a good bit of time.
speaking of which, I think I should mention that apparently on the Xbox One it's 720p 30 frames locked, and on the PS4 it's 1080p unlocked at 60 frames.
Thank
I
you.
just had to,
Thank you
had to
for
throw
that.
that in there.
Thank you. So yeah, it's released on the PC, I think, PS4 and Xbox One.
Hmm.
It's not on the old gen, is it?
I think
Is
it
it?
is.
It
I
is.
think so,
I'll
but
check, just to be sure. I
yeah.
might
What
be
sucks
wrong.
is it's not released here till the 8th of this month, and that's like the week where Drive Club is released, Shadows of Mordor, but also Alien Isolation, which I cannot wait to get my hands on.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it looks so good.
Oh yeah, no. Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor is on the PS3 and Xbox 360. My bad.
Why the hell you'd play it on those systems? I've got no idea.
Yeah, whatever.
Jacob doesn't have a PS4.
I'm waiting for the PS4 to play it though.
Last console gen peasant.
Hey,
So Shadow of Mordor takes
Only
a
for
lot
like a
of stuff
month.
from Assassin's Creed, though.
that's nothing to complain about, to be fair, because I like Assassin's Creed.
Oh, apparently I heard one person say it's more Assassin's Creed than Assassin's Creed.
How
That's
in the
interesting.
hell?
That's interesting. Oh, it's a parkour tech like thing.
Yeah, like your parkour and like
Really?
your
I had no
assassin-y
idea.
technique. Like you've got your
That's
sort of
pretty
more parkour climbing elements from Assassin's Creed, then you sort of got your stealthy assassin-y elements through your sneak
Ah.
attacks.
Did you say a sassy?
Yeah, sassy. You've got your sassy sneak attacks. But yeah, so you've got all your assassin sort of more sneaky attacks in it, so then you can sort of wait on high ledges and jump down and kill enemies and all that stuff, and it has the
That's-
combat
that's
from like
cool.
Batman and
That's cool. Really cool.
yeah.
Wow, I didn't know about all that. But yeah, that's just making me want to buy it again even more.
Oh,
and
yeah, you've got the we have to mention this for Shadows of Mordor. You've got the ability to control orcs.
What?
So you can take over their minds, so you can control a bunch of orcs, and then you can send them to do stuff. So you may want to send a few to attack this base. So you may have some orc chief or whatever that's really difficult to kill. So you can send a few of your orcs to weaken them down. And
wait,
then
1 second. Let's be, like correct in terms of language, whatever, Tolkien language. Orc or Uruk?
Orc.
Orc.
Okay,
right.
What the hell are Uruks?
They're like a hybrid of orcs.
A hybrid
I
of
see.
what? Like,
Orcs. I'm like
yeah, but a hybrid
goblins,
would be like between something.
I don't know. It's like it might
Either
be
way.
goblins or something. I'm not sure. Or like some creepy ass shit. But when they're made in the Lord of the Rings film, it's really disgusting. But they're much stronger apparently. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you can control these orcs, so you can brainwash them and command them, so you can send them to attack a certain bit you're going to, and then you can sort of do like, oh, they're about to kill these people. Do I just let my people die and then weaken them off, or do I maybe intervene, save my people, brainwash the others, or just kill them? And
so many options.
And yeah, it's like apparently gameplay wise, if you really enjoy the Batman gameplay, you'll really like the game, but if not, you probably won't like the game.
Right, okay. So, for me, I want to play it. GENJ, sounds like you want to play it.
So
Ron,
much.
do you want to play it? Ron,
Yes.
do you want to play it?
Yeah, I do. It looks fun.
Okay.
Oh,
Harold.
Harold.
Harold?
I do want to play. I do want to
Okay.
play. I do want to play. I do
4
want to play.
4 out of 4 there. That's a success for Shadow of Mordor. Forza 2 is an Xbox exclusive.
No.
I think. So
Yes, it's Xbox One 360.
yeah, it's a driving game. So if you're into driving games and you're into Xbox, 1, you probably shouldn't be here. 2, have fun. It probably looks. It's gonna have probably better graphics than, say, the earlier Forza games, being current gen and all. But I don't really care. I'm not seeing all these Skype messages, so I'd best keep it in mind. Oh, it's wait. What? Why? Really? God damn it!
What?
Jesus Christ, that's disgusting. Anyway,
What?
Harold wants... Just look at the comments. Yeah. So, Forza 2, I'm not really fussed about it. I've not seen anything about it. Have any of you?
No,
Yes,
because I
I
don't
have.
care about racing games.
Harold?
Not too much.
Yes.
You have seen stuff about Forza.
I've played it as well, the demo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to Harrods and they had this like the simulator thing, and it was freaking amazing. It was like a 360 screen. You sat on this chair where you actually driving the thing, and like when you crash, the entire thing just shakes. You're like, holy crap!
That's
But
cool.
it's really cool. Yeah, the graphic is amazing as well. The graphic on it.
As
I'm not
amazing as it
surprised.
can be being an Xbox game.
Yeah.
I will say Forza has always been a very nice looking game, but then again, how hard is it to make a very nice looking racing game?
Yeah, I suppose it's very... You don't have to focus on a lot of things, so the landscape is kind of your main idea.
Yeah.
Goal.
Give me
Yeah.
a second, I'm just having a look up about something for Forza Horizon 2 for the Xbox One. If I'm not mistaken, there's one thing that's not good.
Uh-oh. Waiting for it.
Let me just see if I'm not...
Building up the tension.
Apparently... If I'm... Yeah, there we go. Xbox One Forza Horizon 2 is 1080p 30 frames per second. Fuck off. I feel the exact same way about Drive Club. Drive Club is 1080p 30 frames per second. You do not have a racing game at 30 frames per second.
No 4K quality resolution.
Harold would
Do
cry.
you understand? You guys understand the issues with 30 frames per second for racing games, don't you?
Yeah, the reaction
Yeah.
is switch as well.
Nope, I do not, because I do not really care for
Yeah.
racing games.
Explain for the sake of it.
Okay, so for racing games, well, because you're going to be traveling at very fast distances, if you're going to then have any frame drops, you're going to have it drop below 30 frames per second. And you all know that if you drop below 30 frames per second, it's not the most optimal experience. Opposed to if it's 60 frames per second and there's frame rate drops, it's not going to drop below 30, and even when it does, it's still playable. So that if you're traveling at very high speeds below 30 frames per second, the game becomes very bad to play. Especially with games that look really nice, like racing games, it can then also lead to it being, because it's graphically intensive, you can then also lead to frame drops, so the game can very frequently become unplayable.
Xbox One sucks.
Very much so.
Okay, so I'm not interested. Ron's definitely not interested. Harold is probably interested.
Nope.
Right? You're not, but you played it and you thought it was good. Right,
Yeah,
okay,
but
that's
I'm not
fine.
interested in it.
Whatever. GENJ, not interested? No. So, 0 out of 4. So from a 4 out of 4 to a 0 out of 4, we
Now,
move
Smash.
on to Smash Bros, the talk of the past 2 weeks, in terms of whether or not Peach is strong, and other
Doesn't
things.
have a
Are
single
we
player
still
like
on this
yourself.
topic?
We're on it, sort of, but Smash Bros has come out, apparently, has it?
Yeah, apparently it's
Yeah.
sold out
Release?
in Japan.
Well, shit. That's pretty successful,
Mm.
considering I didn't realize it was out.
Mm.
But yeah, I'll be honest, I've never actually played a Smash Brothers game.
What the hell?
Don't beat me.
Let's all beat you.
No, I've never actually played a Smash Brothers game, so I can't say I'm interested, to be honest. But yeah. So,
See, myself, I've played Melee and I've played Brawl. However, after Nintendo saying that, oh, we're not going to have a story because people just played the story and upload it to YouTube and people watch the story on YouTube, we're not going to have a story. I'm just like,
What?
it's just like, yeah, so it's like, you
So
don't ever
dumb.
learn. I know, it's like, even though people were like, oh, the story for Brawl wasn't the greatest, it was still some sort of cheesy, amusing thing to see all these characters interacting with each other, and it added more value to the game. So by removing the story, it's like, I just have even less reason to pick up the game, considering what, it's $60 here. So it's like, oh, $60 for that, and it's like, I'm just not particularly too interested in it. I mean, it's, from all accounts, it's going to be a really solid game, and I've heard really good things about it, but it just lacks a story, and I need that extra bit of content to validate a purchase for myself, but that's just me.
Okie dokie.
Oh, crap! I might lose this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, this
Like,
sucks.
shit.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, and it's Smash. It's
Is it
Smash
Super
Bros.
Smash
Also.
Bros?
Oh, it's the most superisty Smash Bros. Of all time.
Is that the title?
No,
Super
it's
Smash
just
Bros.
Super Smash Bros.
For
3DS
Nintendo
or whatever.
3DS. Yeah.
Which I just don't get why Nintendo have done this. Smash Bros. Was something that was going to be so hyped for people. Why the hell didn't they release the Wii U version first?
Yeah, this is my loss.
Okay, so as we've just realized, Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS, and it's also going to be on the Wii U, I believe. I don't know when.
In like 6 months after the 3DS version, which is just like no.
Oh.
It's like no, you released the Wii U version first, then you released the 3DS version about 8 months later.
Have they not seen like the way that like for example, this is one example, Assassin's Creed, they released the main console and PC game.
Oh crap! I
First.
already lost my queen.
And then, after it's, after they've made all their sales and all that, they go on and release a handheld thing.
Yeah.
And then they get some more money off that. They've done the complete reverse.
Yeah.
Which is dumb.
It's like you want to sell Wii U's.
Hey.
Smash Bros. Would sell Wii U's. Sell your one for the console you want to sell first, and then you worry about the handheld one later, because so many people with 3DSs, they're going to buy it on the 3DS. You want those people to want to pick up Super Smash Bros. So much that they'll go, fine, I'll pick up a Wii U for Smash Bros. And it would have sold so many units if they released it on the Wii U first.
Yes. On the flip side, though, unlike Forza 2, this will run in 60 frames.
On the 3DS also.
On the 3DS. Can you believe it? A handheld device beats Xbox. Oh my god.
It looks pretty though on the 3DS, I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, they've got a pretty interesting roster, I suppose. They've got Greninja on there. Yoshi, Charizard. Them kind of people.
Yeah.
So that's something of interest. If you're interested in the roster of people in Smash Brothers, you might want to check that out yourself. But I just listed off one of interest, particularly for me, would be Greninja, because I didn't expect that.
Greninja.
But I'm not complaining, because Greninja's cool as shit.
Yeah, Greninja's
So-
badass.
You're the lamest.
Shut up!
Screw you on.
Where's
I mean,
Juggernaut thing?
I went
Chestnut.
to be fair, I think I actually agree with you, thinking about it. Not the Greninja's not cool as shit, because he is, but I preferred both of the other types. I can't remember what oh yeah, no, it was Fennekin. Yeah, I liked Fennekin. That was the one I
Fire
chose.
Psychic.
Yeah. That was the one I chose. And then I was dumb and also went with Charizard, I think. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway.
I sold off my Pokemon Y. Stupid lack of after game content.
Yeah.
Game was also very easy.
Yeah, I went to try and get all the legendary ones, the secret ones. Like I got Mewtwo, which was like my crowning achievement in that game. And then I went on to I wanted to try and get that Z Pokemon, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I fucked that up. So, yeah, I haven't played since.
Yeah.
There's not really much else to do.
Cast on this?
But oh my god, Nintendo is just so stupid when it comes to Smash Bros. It annoys the hell out of me.
Yeah. I just realised we went from speaking about Smash Bros to Pokemon. But anyway, yeah, are we interested in Smash Bros? For me, oh wait, sorry, I didn't get the chess players' opinions on Super Smash Bros. I apologize.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna get it yet, so it's sort of hard. I haven't really been following it. I enjoy the fact that they have new Fire Emblem characters in it, because I enjoyed Fire Emblem.
Okay.
Harold? Harold?
That's Super Smash Brothers.
Huh?
What the heck is it?
What is it? Like, I haven't... I'm sorry. I haven't
Pretty sure that's a joke.
played it, but I know what it is.
Please tell me you're joking.
No, what the heck is it?
Don't worry about it, Harold. We'll just take that as a no, you're not interested.
Okay.
I'm not interested either, really. I've never played them. I might play it if it gets cheap, and all
Yeah.
that, because I'm not going to spend a lot of money on something that I'm not really interested in. GENJ?
If it's cheaper, I'll pick it up. I'm just not paying $60 for the game.
Okay. Ron?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Undecided.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Harold?
Harold doesn't know what the game is,
So
so
no,
we'll
I'd
ignore
give
him.
it a 1.5 then out of 4,
Okay,
because we're all
so
like we might, but not
if it's
sure.
cheaper.
Ooh,
Okay,
So we'll
God.
give it a
Ron,
1.5
that
Okay,
was
so
beautiful.
out of
let's
4.
let's order this now then. So
We've got
number
Forza
1,
in the
Shadows
bottom.
of Mordor
Yeah, we've
is
got
the best.
4 people
Smash
interested out of 4.
Smash has
Brothers.
about 1.5 out
Yeah,
of 4.
which is weird.
And
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 2 is just nah. But that could also account because of the fact like none of us have Xboxes.
Or plan on getting one.
Yeah.
Really. So yeah, there's the games that have come out this past week. I know that there have been some that like the week before. I believe FIFA
But
15
who cares
came out
about
the
that
week
crap?
before. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. I don't think anyone's
And you-
particularly interested. And if you are, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And you've
but
got
yeah.
stuff coming out next week and all that stuff, but
This could be a continuous thing with the whole games that are coming out, especially given that we're finally in the autumn season and the season of gaming.
hardcore gaming.
Like, you know, Assassin's Creed game will come out soon, you know. All of those, like, the Call of Duty game will come out, thank God,
Yes.
we ordered
etc. etc. What?
This actually looks too bad.
Looks pretty cool.
I have to agree with Harold on that. The new Call of Duty doesn't seem that bad.
The trailer was pretty cool.
We'll save it for when it comes out. Anyway, moving on to our last thing of this episode. I'm not sure how long it's been. Probably not that long, actually.
Almost an hour of recording.
Plugging channels, as we should always do. So, Ron, do you have anything planned soon in terms of your channel?
Nope.
Okay.
3 no's. Okay. Sounds interesting.
It's gonna be great.
General J reviews, or Dead J reviews for the month.
Okay, so
Dead
like
J
normal-
reviews. What?
Yes.
Halloween.
Check his Twitter.
getting into the Halloween spirit. For myself, like normal, any gaming news that comes out, I'll be covering. I'll probably have a sampler episode of Alien Isolation next week when the game is released.
Okay.
And I'm going to be doing a review of Alien Isolation sometime next week. It comes out on the Tuesday, so I plan to have something out by the Friday. So being it's like 10 hours long, I'll probably beat it by the end of Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, and just hardcore video editing script write to get a review out. I'm so keen for Alien Isolation. It looks so good.
Very nice.
And
Anything
that's
else?
pretty much it. I mean, gaming news, sampler, unboxing
Okay.
of the collector's edition of the game.
Okie dokie.
So keen for that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's taking place on my channel.
Harold, I know you are part of my channel as well. You know, we're both in the same channel. But what are you doing? Anything?
I'm planning to do 7 Days to Die, like I said earlier, but I'm
Yeah.
just getting used to the game first.
You should do
that's
some
even
chess
taller.
playthroughs.
I don't even know. Yeah, but I don't know. I'll try.
Do some chess
See.
online games.
Yeah, good game.
Your road to glory.
Ooh, I have to say something after we've plugged
Oh.
channels.
Okay. Well, before that, I will talk about my stuff, I guess. Obviously, as usual, Batman. I'll get that finished soon-ish. I think I've just taken down Scarecrow, so I've got a ways to go, but you know, it's fun, so why not? Uncharted 2 will be a series on my channel as soon as hopefully this week. I don't know if I'm gonna get, you know, around to uploading that because I'm lazy as hell. And I may or may not do The Walking Dead because I said I'm playing all 3, but I don't know if I'm going to record them. I'm not sure. I would like to because I know they're all really good games, but it's obvious. It's also, you know, what I've got going on, whether or not I'll be able to upload it regularly, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I would like to. Just depends if I get the time. And that's really it. Maybe I'll play some other things here and there. Maybe. Might do something special for Halloween. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's really it. GENJ, your special thing.
Yep. Pokemon TCG has come out on the iPad.
Ah!
Except it doesn't work. It doesn't allow it. It gets stuck at the loading screen, and so many people are reporting issues. So I
Brought to you by
uninstalled
EA.
Hearthstone because Hearthstone. It's like, oh yeah, Pokemon TCG. Oh, it doesn't work. Shit.
That's dumb.
Oh my god, it's so sad that this is like the last podcast with you all for a while for the foreseeable future.
I would say it's been a good podcast, though.
It has.
It's been a good one.
Glad we were able to go off with this with some gaming news and just talk about a bunch of stuff coming out. So
Yes.
it has been fun, and hopefully things go okay and I'm able to pop in from time to time, but 2 a.m.'s not a thing I'm able to do.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my mum, I'd like to thank my dad, I'd like to thank everyone who supported to help me get this far, my school friends, all my haters.
Seriously, that's enough. Shut up. Okay, that's all we got for today. For the next week until we have another episode of CompanionCast. Hopefully we'll have some different people on next week. We'll see. And hopefully less sneezing. So thank you all for watching. I'm sure you enjoyed, because I think this was pretty ridiculous. And it was definitely a step up from last week where everything went to shit. So, once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like. Remember to comment on what forfeits, punishment we should have if we are proven wrong by EA and Battlefield Hardline is a success from day one.
Like it should be.
Hopefully, whatever you say, we will not have to do, because it's very unlikely that EA will actually prove us wrong. But just in case, make sure you leave it down there something, whatever, hot sauce. I mean, that'd be very cruel on us.
Wasabi in Harold's eyes.
Balsamic vinegar. Do that, yeah. What was that Harold thing?
Wasabi in Harold's eyes.
Just do that, yeah. Balsamic vinegar, that thing, that might be a no-no, but whatever.
We'll soon find out.
We'll see. Because basically, if we are proven wrong, I will have the taste of balsamic vinegar in my mouth anyway. So I feel sick. But yes, that's all. We'll see you all next week for another episode of CompanionCast. Yay! Bye.
Yay!
Everyone say goodbye, or I'll kill you.
Au revoir.
Bye-bye.
We're waiting for more.
Yeah.
Ron!
He's on alone. He's trying to concentrate.
He said
Say
goodbye.
goodbye.
It's okay. He said see you.
Ah.